Let me address the two questions that always get asked and almost never get answered. And that is, how much is it going to cost and how long will it take? And they're legitimate questions, and I feel the frustration of a client when they can't get an answer. And I try to explain to clients, there's a reason sometimes when you can't get an answer. And I've come to an analogy that I think works. And it's like if I'm a boxer and I'm getting ready to go in the fight and somebody says, well, how long will this fight last? Well, the realistic answer is, I don't know. If my opponent steps into the ring and drops his hand and sticks his chin out, the fight's not going to last very long because he'll get knocked out within the first few seconds of the fight. But we all know that's not going to happen. We know the other fighter is going to come into the ring, that other lawyer is going to come into the ring, and he's probably going to be qualified and smart, and he's going to have thought through his case. And so it's going to be kind of like that real boxing match. And how will it go? 2 rounds? Will it go 15 rounds? That's a question that just can't be answered. And if a lawyer sits down with a client and says, gives a definitive answer on the very first meeting that, okay, this is going to take so much time and it's going to cost you this exact amount of money, in my opinion, that client ought to get up and not walk out of that office, but run.
I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to take as long as it's going to take for us to get in the situation where we've either mitigated our losses to an acceptable level for you as a client, or we've won. That's how long it's going to take. And it's going to cost as much, and the amount of resources that we'll have to throw at a problem will generally depend on how complex and intricate the issue we're faced with. Every single person in the state of Florida should have an attorney. 99% of the issues that come into my office where people have to pay $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in fees generally could have been avoided had they had a family attorney on retainer and paid him $500 to $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 to look at an issue beforehand. About 98% of my clients, had they had a lawyer overseeing the business decisions that they were making and the documents that they were signing, would never find their way into my office. It doesn't take anything to have an attorney on a retainer. It takes having a business relationship with somebody you trust, somebody that you know. Maybe it's a family friend. Maybe it's somebody you got referred from a friend. Give them $1,000 and say, I'd like to keep you on retainer. Give them $2,000, say, I'd like to keep you on retainer. When my retainer's exhausted, then please send me a bill to refill the retainer. So I have that luxury and that option for that when I as a business person or business owner have that issue, I can immediately get my retained attorney on the phone and go over it with them. But I find the problem in the business world, as opposed to the legal world, where everything in the legal world moves very slow because of the court system. In the business world, everything happens at light speed. People feel that they need to make this deal and do this deal now. But when you have that attorney on retainer, who's intimately involved with everything that you're doing in your business life, it's not too much to pick up the phone and give them a call and to ask them if they should do this or do that. And in the end, I can tell you from experience, from a lot of experience, it's much, much more cost effective to go ahead and have a personal attorney or business attorney that you can always call to ask these type of questions.